It's Sunday, October 6, 2024. I'm TC Kirkham, and this is the Kirkham Report. Hey Vinyl community, I'm TC Kirkham. Welcome to this week's Kirkham Report here on TKR WeatherCentral. I have a ton of stuff I got to talk to you about. I'm sorry for being a day late. A little bit irritated because one of the reasons I postponed the show a day was I was supposed to get a package in the mail yesterday. Well, it didn't show up, so we'll go over what did show up and all that. I've got plenty more to talk about and lots of interesting little things this week. So let's get started, shall we? First things first this week on Out of the Box, and the only thing we're going to do on Out of the Box this week, I've been waiting for this for months. I pre-ordered it way back when it was first announced in January or February. The day it was announced, I ordered it. I ordered the vinyl and the CD. They've shipped them separately for some reason, and I wanted to have both of them to show you when I did the show. But unfortunately, I did not get the CD yet. It was supposed to be here yesterday, and the vinyl came on Friday on the release day. I'm excited about it. Not that I don't already have it, because I do. I have the original. But this is just really something, and I really wanted to have fun with it. I'd actually planned to play the title track on Obscuria, but it got blocked, so I couldn't. But this, you guys have no idea what this album, the original, means to me, and now it's packed full of extras and all kinds of stuff. This is the new album, or rather old album, from Hanson, Underneath Complete. This was released on Friday. It contains all of the songs from their album Underneath, released 20 years ago this past Friday, and a ton of extras, including redos of Penny and Me and a couple of other songs, and a lot of stuff that was available on CD exclusives through the fan club and such over the years. But this is an impressive album. It is a gatefold now with all the lyrics and such inside. It is a 3-album set. I ordered the black vinyl. There is a colored vinyl one out there, but I did order the black vinyl one, as you can see. This includes Penny and Me, Underneath, Lost Without Each Other. This was their first independent release on their own label, 3CG Records. All of the original artwork from the CD is included on this special sleeve. And this is the first time it's been on vinyl. It was released on cassette briefly overseas, but never on vinyl. And now this three vinyl set is just packed. Underneath is my second favorite album of all time, and my favorite album of Hanson's. Underneath is in second place behind Jerry Rafferty's City to City on my all-time album list, simply because it is just an incredible album. I mean, when I listened to it for the first time and realized that this was the album that Island Def Jam said didn't have a single good song on it, the people running that label at the time, Leor Cohen and Jeff Finster, I don't know how they've stayed in the music industry. Cohen keeps jumping from company to company and bankrupting them every time. In any case, Underneath Complete is now available in your local stores, and it is truly a great introduction to Hanson if you've never heard it. I I love that album, and it is one of my all-time favorites. And as I said, I do have the CD coming, even though I already have the original. And it's just an album that is timeless to me, and I'm so happy to now have it on vinyl. Hansen's Underneath Complete. That's this week's Out of the Box.
Hey gang, we've got merch. Show off your love for all things TKR. Find t-shirts and more in the TKR swag shop. Click on the link in the show description. Like what you see? Level up! Become a TKR patron. We can always use more supporters of our channel. Click on the Patreon link in the show description.
Some album pickups from Dawn and Mary. I do not have any singles this week. I did not get anything on Whatnot last week. I think I got a couple singles. They're not here yet. They won't be here till tomorrow, I don't think. But I did not do any pile-ons or anything on the last week one, so I don't have anything coming. But I did order some of the albums that Dawn has been using on her Weird Album Wednesday, or her her full album play on Friday, that she's selling, and picked those up on Johnny's auction. So that's terrific. These are all one of them actually came for free because Dawn said there was something wrong with side 2. We'll see when I play it. But this one I'm excited about because this is a promotional album, and she does have this currently up on the Two Hip Chicks website. The Silver Years, commemorating Capitol Records' 25th anniversary in the recording industry. That's not going to show real well because of the reflective cover. It came with this marvelous Capitol sleeve of the period, and just some of the stuff. It has each date on here. It has an amazing array of people. Wayne Newton, Lou Rawls, Tennessee Ernie Ford, Nat King Cole, many others. Excited to hear this. And I don't know if it was available to... I would imagine because the sleeve, it was available to the general public. But without a doubt, it is a unique little album. Capitol Years. I don't know why. I just love getting weird stuff like this. This is a talking picture story study prints album from Singer Education and Training Products. The logo is the same as the sewing machine, so I'm assuming it's the same people. It looks like this. Singer talking picture story study prints. This particular one, there's a whole series of them. Let's see. This one is How People Travel in the City. Here's the album. And it's little narrations of stuff that go, I believe they were originally supposed to go with a film strip of some sort. But I love little things like this as part of my weird area of my collection, so I couldn't wait to grab that. I'd say the same with this. The Prophet, Khalil Gibran, a musical interpretation featuring Richard Harris, music composed by Arif Meriden of Atlantic Records. This was done in the mid-70s, I believe, 74. It's music based on that best-selling book, and really, I don't have any idea what it's going to sound like when I play it later, hopefully this week, we'll see. But Richard Harris, of course, best known as an actor, and when it comes to her as a musician, he's only known from MacArthur Park. But, you know, the other one I grabbed from Dawn, she sent this to me for free because she said there was a problem with side 2. She did this on her Weird Album Wednesday. Sounds in Space. This is one of those that has sound effects and music and a little bit of everything. and I listened to it on the Weird Album Wednesday, and it was fun. So I can't wait to plop it onto the turntable and see how it sounds. She also sent a little free gift of a little kitty notepad. You guys know Don and Mary are very important to me. They are my primary suppliers of music from the internet. And where do they do it? Well, they do it on Whatnot every Tuesday evening at 7 p.m. That's the 45s. They also auction on Johnny's auction, a Hump Day auction, that he can be found at Cajun Roots Resell in New England Cajun Roots Reseller, Cajun with a K. And that's every Wednesday at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, where I got these from. They also host their own talk show, Chit Chat, Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon Eastern, and Dawn is posting stuff throughout the week. Her Weird Album Wednesday at noon on Wednesday, her full play type thing where she's doing full albums from her collection on Friday at noon, and on Sunday at noon she's posting the listening that she's doing as she play grades the 45s that she sells on Whatnot. Great stuff. And of course, she's also with me every other Monday night on Finding Your Music Mojo at 7 p.m. Eastern. Dawn and Mary, as always, thank you. Mary, get well soon. I know your operation went well. Hang in there.
An hour of lively discussion about music from two huge music fans. Finding Your Music Mojo with TC and Dawn. Live alternate Mondays, 7 p.m. USET. TKR Video Central and Two Hip Chicks on YouTube, and TKR Video Central on Twitch.
Those of us in the vinyl community are obsessed about collecting records, or music in general. Most of us are into actual vinyl. And now there is a TV show for us. Premiering on Access TV tonight at 10:30 p.m., as I'm recording this and running the next several weeks on Sundays at 10:30, is a new show called Vinyl Obsession, where pro wrestler Eric Young, who is also a vinyl-obsessed collector, will be challenging stars to find their 5 favorite albums in record stores in Los Angeles and Nashville, along with an interview with all of them. There is also a podcast to go along with it that's available on Access's YouTube channel. If you get Access TV on your cable or streaming service, then you'll be able to pick it up on every Sunday night at 10:30 p.m. I believe Dave Mustaine is the topic of the first show. At least that's what it looks like from the podcast. And the podcast will go up the same day on Sundays also. Eric Young is a longtime wrestler. He's wrestled for WWE and TNA, and has done quite a few things since making his debut over 20 years ago. Did not know about his vinyl obsession until recently, and he is the ultimate great host for this show, and I hope you will check it out. Vinyl Obsession with Eric Young, Access TV, that's AXS-TV, on your cable or satellite service or streaming service, Sundays at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time, starting tonight. Don't miss it. It is coming up on that time. Junior Eurovision Song Contest is coming up on November 16th from Madrid, Spain. and I will be giving it much coverage in about 2 weeks. Almost all the songs have been released. I have not had a chance to see them all. They've all been popping up on YouTube as they're coming out. But Junior is always a lot of fun, and it's not quite as fun as the adult is, because I'm not really into some of the music that the juniors do. But I have found quite a few young performers that way, and quite a few of them have gone on to be part of regular Eurovision once they are old enough at 16. Junior Eurovision is going to be a lot of fun this year, and I will be giving it complete coverage with my analysis of all the songs, the artists, the acts, and what they're doing in Madrid starting in about 2 weeks. So please don't forget to check it out. You may just get sucked in. I've sucked a lot of people into Eurovision. Let me bring you into the family for Junior Eurovision as well. Watch coverage starting in 2 weeks here on TKR Video Central.
An ongoing living history of record stores past, present, and future, driven by your memories and contributions. RecordStoreRewind.com. Check it out today. Stay ahead of dangerous weather no matter what the season. Stay aware and stay safe. PNR WeatherCentral on YouTube.
I know he only had one hit in America, but British singer James Blunt has issued a challenge to his fellow UK fans. Blunt's career in the UK has been a lot bigger over the years than it has been here in the US, with You're Beautiful being his primary hit, although he did hit minor league with a song called 1973 and a song called High, but neither one were really huge. Blunt issued a challenge on X last week and Instagram on his channels there. The Back to Bedlam album, which You're Beautiful came from, is celebrating its 20th anniversary, and he posted this, quote, "Want to ruin my life? If the 20th anniversary edition of my album Back to Bedlam re-enters the charts at #1, I will legally change my name to whatever you guys decide." Close quote. He invited fans to make suggestions for his new legal name and then said, quote, "The comment with the most likes on this post across my social media profiles on the 11th of October, when the album is released, wins." Now, here's the thing, and they got it wrong on the official charts website. He will do this only if the album re-enters the chart at #1 the week after it's released on October 11th. The official singles chart story about it says he will do it if it hits it, if it makes it to #1. That's not what he said. He said if it enters the chart at #1. So if that's an out for him, if it doesn't hit #1, its first week out, then he's got an out for it. Which I think is what he was intending, because I don't think that'll happen. In any case, it's an interesting challenge, and James Blunt is an incredible artist. If you're not familiar with more than You're Beautiful, you should get familiar, because he writes some really amazing stuff. I just thought that was a lot of a fun way. I hope he doesn't regret it. I hope he doesn't end up having to change his name to something really silly. We will see in a couple of weeks, I guess. We'll keep our eyes on the UK chart and see what happens. As I've mentioned on my community page over the last couple of weeks, Flashback Traxx, the current version, is winding down. Currently, over the last 12, 14, 16 weeks, I've been covering the #1 hits of the record world, pop chart. Record World was a magazine that ran from 1947 to 1982. That final episode of the Record World, covering 1981 and early 1982, will be up this coming Thursday. And I put a poll up a couple weeks ago asking the listeners to please let me know what they would like to do next. Flashback Traxx is a show designed to show you all the number one songs from a given trade magazine, week by week, year by year, more than week by week. And so people have spoken, and so Flashback Traxx next set will be the Billboard Easy Listening Adult Contemporary Top Songs, number one hits, starting with 1962, which is when they began. Not sure when the new series will be up. It probably will not be up right away, a week right after the first one. I'm going to wait a couple of weeks, but it might wait till early November to launch. But the new Flashback Traxx Volume 3, which covers Billboard's Easy Listening and Adult Contemporary charts, will be a lot of fun. I was going through the list last week, and the Adult Contemporary chart is a very interesting one because when it started as Easy Listening in 1962, it was a lot of crooners, there were a lot of instrumentals, but as you got into the late 60s, some rock acts were starting to, make roads on the easy listening side. Acts like the New Vaudeville Band, Mary Hopkin, the Monkees. By the time we got to the 70s, there were Carpenters, Barry Manilow, Neil Diamond, ABBA, all other kind of acts, and it started morphing to the point where they renamed the format Adult Contemporary in 1979. We'll be covering year by year all the number one songs on that chart on Flashback Traxx, starting with 1962 and 1963, because they started at mid-year, and then year by year from that point on. And that'll be a lot of fun. So thank you, everybody, for voting. Second place was Radio and Records, so we'll probably tackle that next after we're done with Billboard. And we will have lots of fun doing it, because I got to admit there's a lot of stuff on the AC chart I'm not that familiar with, on the Easy Listening chart, especially going back that far. And there's not a lot of stuff. There's been some stuff on there that surprised me hit number one, and a few number one hits that I've liked because I listened to stations that followed that chart when I was in my preteens and early teens, and so it'll be a lot of fun to talk about. So this week, the final Record World number ones list for 1981 and 82, and then we hit the Billboard Easy Listening chart on Flashback Traxx, which you can see Thursdays at 4 p.m. Eastern Time right here on TKR Video Central.
If you like what you see on YouTube, don't miss the rest of the story. News, reviews, chart library, in-depth profiles, commentary, and more. Check out my full website, thekirkhamreport.com.
Okay, time for more updates. We're still having problems with the downloads, so some of the shows are still not getting done. And I was sitting here thinking last week, I'm facing a November 2nd deadline on something that I have to get done. And I want to make sure we're coming up on the year anniversary of when all this remodeling stuff started. So I've decided that during the month of October, I'm going to cut things back a bit. I'm going to continue doing the Kirkham Report. We're going to continue the shows that you're used to seeing every week, classic charts and Flashback Traxx eventually. And hopefully, if we can get them done, most of the shows I do not host, I just edit, which would be Radio Retro Countdown if the download issue goes away. Pop 50 Challenge, and the Saturday Night Disco Party. Those, I hope, will keep going throughout the month. All the other shows are going to take October off to give me a little bit more time to get things done around here. I'm almost done with The Room, and I've got this other deadline coming up. So I want to still give you new stuff to watch every week, but I want to do the stuff that's easiest for me, that leaves me the most time to get things done, and so that's what I'm going to be doing. Pop Retro might not be back. We'll see. Our Pop 50. We'll see how that goes, because that sometimes depends on downloading. I do have a couple of ways around that, but that one is the most time consuming of everything I do. So hopefully it will. I do want to have it back up because everybody seemed to enjoy it so much, and I will be, get it, the schedule that I had planned got thrown off by the whole bathroom thing last month, and it hasn't been able to fall back into place, and that's what I'm hoping this next month will allow me to do. Get it to a point where everything will be on schedule the way I envision it, and make this channel a top-notch one for everybody to watch. I hope it already is, but if it's not, there's more coming. So, I have all the other shows the shows that will not be on this month are Influencers, Vinyl Recall, couple of other things. We will, Kim's show, Kim Takes On, will continue to be up every 2 weeks, and we will continue to do Finding Your Music Mojo every other Monday. Those are separate from everything else I do. So, hopefully you'll understand. I hope you understand. Allow me to just kind of step back this month and get things finally settled once and for all. I think I can do it. I've said that before, but I think I can do it. And hopefully, with this plus the deadline I'm facing, which is a very exciting thing for me to get done, and I will talk about that more once it's finished, I think it's going to make it a better place for everybody. Now, I'm approaching a new level of my channel, and I'm hoping to share that with you in a couple of weeks. We'll see what happens. But I'm excited about it. I just got notice about one thing, and we're almost to a certain milestone, and that's really something. I've got a new website in the works. I've got 2 other things going on. I have so much crap going on, it's crazy. I mean, I probably work 50 hours a day, which is Hulk Hogan math when he goes across the international date line. In any case, I hope to have everything done, but just bear with me. October is not going to have as much as I usually do, and I hope that you will continue to watch what I do have up and enjoy it as well. That's going to do it for this week. I'm going to mosey on out of here and get started on the work that I need to get done here and around the house and around the room. But I do want to say, first off, I want to offer my sincere congratulations to the Professor, Steve Carlson, on the birth of his first granddaughter. She was born on Friday, and he's already touting it all over his site, and she's an adorable little baby from what he's shown. Seriously, Steve, congratulations. I know how much you've enjoyed being part of Aiden's life this year, and now you can be a part. Evelyn, is that the name? I didn't write it down, I'm sorry. I hope you will really enjoy that. I also want to direct your attention to this Monday night, tomorrow, as I'm recording this, for our first of 2 Halloween editions of Finding Your Music Mojo with TC and Dawn. Tomorrow, we will be joined by the always awesome Beth from Miss 80s Movies and Music to talk horror soundtracks, why she got into them, her vast collection of them, what kind of music really spurs the frights in a horror movie, and a lot more. That is coming up on this week's edition of Finding Your Music Mojo, Monday night, live at 7 p.m. Eastern, and that is on both here at TKR Video Central and 2 Hip Chicks over Dawn's channel, TOO Hip Chicks. Don't miss that. Lots of fun, and we can't wait to see what kind of discussion that we'll have. Really lots of stuff going on, as I said, and I'm working on getting everything up. I hope that things will continue to grow and change around here. I've got a couple other things I got to take care of too. If you've already subscribed to this channel, I can't thank you enough, but if you haven't, please do. My goals are to make it to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, to make it to 800 by Halloween, and to 900 by Thanksgiving, so we'll see what happens. But the subscription rates have leveled off the last couple of weeks, so spread the word. Don't forget to tell people we're out here, and get them to subscribe if you can. And by all means, please join our Patreon if you could see fit. I think it's $2.99 a month, and it helps support my incredible record buying habit, and also helps give you the best show we can. And thank you to those who have subscribed. I've still got to get the Patreon stuff up. I've only got, we've only got a couple subscribers, but we thank you for them, and they know who they are right now. I hope that you will continue to watch this space for more stuff. As I said, over the next month as I catch things up, I hope to get everything to the point where November can launch as proper and everything will be back to normal. I thank you for your indulgence this month, allowing me to take a little bit, step back a little bit, do a little bit less stuff than I usually do, and but still giving you great, what I feel is quality entertainment. I hope you do too, and I hope you enjoy it as always. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week on the Kirkham Report, which hopefully will be back on Saturday after 2 weeks on Sunday. I apologize for the delay. Very upset about my CD not showing up. That's one of the reasons I delayed it. But in any case, back to Saturdays next week, I think. I'll let you know in the community page if there's a change. In any case, always enjoy all the music you listen to, and never forget to have fun. For the Kirkham Report, I'm TC Kirkham, TKR Video Central. I will see you on the interwebs. Ciao, baby.